Yeah, these claims are admittedly very far-fetched. Is there any evidence to them at all?
Well, that's the thing, Yinka. There's not any verifiable evidence to support any of these claims of an assassination plot. These are unfounded claims. Now, we did contact the French gendarmerie directly by telephone earlier today. That's who oversees the GIGN, the unit that she named in her post. Now, they dismissed this claim entirely, and they reaffirmed that their mission for that unit focuses on counterterrorism and on hostage rescue. Now, we also contacted the French Ministry of the Armed Forces. Now, they firmly denied any allegation that the Foreign Legion was involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We can see here in their email to us, they said Tyler Robinson, the Charlie Kirk's assassin, has never been part of the Foreign Legion. And
this is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there. One of the questions that's been coming up about this alleged assassination attempt on Candace's life, well, one of the pushbacks has been that there's not been any mainstream media outlet that has referred to, talked about, brought up this topic at all. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I haven't seen any mainstream media talking about this. But have we? Did we look across the pond? There's actually a very interesting response from the French mainstream media. Now, of course, we'll take everything like we take Candaspiracy with a grain of salt. All right, let's bring this in. So the French media, actually a couple of days ago, I kind of forgot about it. They actually did address this topic. So let's bring it in. It's in the chat when you can hear it.
Vedika Bahl is here on set with me. Hi, Vedika.
Hi, Yinka.
So, American far-right influencer Candace Owens has long had tensions with the French presidential couple due to sharing unfounded conspiracy theories against them. She's recently shared a new theory that the Macrons are plotting against her life. Let's get into it.
That's right, far-right influencer Candace Owens. She's long been feuding with the French first couple over her persistent and unfounded conspiracy theories that Brigitte Macron was born male. In fact, she said she's even willing to bet her entire career on it. Now, she's now shared a new conspiracy theory that the Macrons have in fact put out a hit on her life, amongst a whole slew of other things. Let's have a look. Now, on this post on X alone, which has over 43 million views, Owens says that she was alerted by a French government whistleblower that the Macrons executed upon and paid for her assassination. They said more specifically the green light was given to them, was given to a team in the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, that's also known here in France as the GIGN. It is a elite tactical unit of the French military. Now, she also goes on to allege that Charlie Kirk's assassin, Tyler Robinson, trained with the French military with multi-state involvement, and she goes on to claim that journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. Xavier Poussard is a French conspiracy theorist who is also well known for propagating this conspiracy theory that Brigitte Macron was born male. So there is a lot to unpack here in these claims by Candace Owens. She said a lot of things, but there is actually, these are allegations that she's put forward with no factual foundation. Now, she is continuing to post online about this. Her latest claims is that the Macrons moved $1.5 million to put out this hit on her life. And she said that French legionnaires spent 3 weeks in the United States training with US Marines in California, but also in Camp Riley in Minnesota. And she says at the end that French foreign legionnaires were involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
And Vedika, these claims are admittedly very far-fetched. Is there any evidence to them at all?
Well, that's the thing, Yinka. There's not any verifiable evidence to support any of these claims of an assassination plot. These are unfounded claims. Now, we did contact the French gendarmerie directly by telephone earlier today. That's who oversees the GIGN, the unit that she named in her post. Now, they dismissed this claim entirely, and they reaffirmed that their mission for that unit focuses on counterterrorism and on hostage rescue. Now, we also contacted the French Ministry of the Armed Forces. Now, they firmly denied any allegation that the Foreign Legion was involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We can see here in their email to us, they said Tyler Robinson, the Charlie Kirk's assassin, has never been part of the Foreign Legion. And if he hasn't served in an American unit, he cannot therefore be trained by the French Foreign Legion. Now, regarding what we saw in Candace Owens' post about joint training between American and French forces, well, that has taken place. That did take place for 3 weeks in August. That has been confirmed. But this isn't a secret operation in any way. It's been well published on the sites by the French army and on their social media as well. But what we did get from the French Foreign Legion is that they firmly denied that there was any training that took place at a Camp Riley in Minnesota up to the date of Charlie Kirk's death on the 10th of September. And why is that? Well, it's because Camp Riley, as confirmed here by a former congressional chief of staff in Minnesota, it's because Camp Riley does not exist in the state. Now, there is a Camp Ripley that exists in Minnesota, but if Candace Owens has made this kind of error, especially when she's making such bold, loud allegations, I would say it does lessen the credibility of that claim somewhat.
Vedika, Candace Owens is doubling down on this latest conspiracy theory. Why could she have taken this further?
Well, the nature of conspiracy theories is that they create a space where you can make such big, loud, absurd notions without any proof. And when you're asked to prove the contrary, there's just never an answer that satisfies anyone. In the end, no denial from any person, from any body, from any organization is going to convince the people that believe what Candace Owens is saying. They will find something to say otherwise. But these are outlandish, ludicrous allegations, to say the least. Now, since Charlie Kirk's assassination on the 10th of September, she has been on a bit of a conspiracy theory rampage, in particular, almost daily. She has relentlessly been going after the French first couple over the last year, to the point where the Macrons have filed a defamation suit. Now, there are always going to be people that believe this conspiracy theory shared by Candace Owens, but as we can see here, there are plenty of people that also believe otherwise and see it for what it is, a conspiracy theory.
Vedika, thank you so much for that. Vedika Bahl there with our daily fact-checking segment, Truth or Fake.
All right, so that is French 24. Shout out to them. So they've, hey, they're calling it buckets just like we are. So I think this is going to be really interesting. I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.